Yeah. Shedeur Stevens. I'm not Shedeur Stevens. Shedeur Sanders. Man. 250 gemstones news. I tried to get this camera to work right, but it worked on my other station, so I'm starting to figure out YouTube be on this funny stuff. But Shedeur Sanders got put on timeout for saying if your franchise, the future franchise owners, if you ain't ready to turn your franchise around, if you bums ain't ready to win, don't call me. They said he was too humble. They said the nigga, not too humble, they said the nigga was too arrogant. They said the nigga was too entitled. They said the nigga had too much courage. They said the nigga was smelling himself just a little bit too much up in here. They said the nigga is acting like Tupac and Nipsey in their heyday. They said the nigga was acting like Mike Tyson in his prime. They said. All I can say is, it's obvious he should have went at least in the first or second round. But to put this man in the fifth round, to put Shedeur in the fifth round, that lets you know there's a buck breaking mentality going on up in here. There is a buck breaking agenda. If you are a black man that don't take no shit, ain't afraid to have some confidence, not afraid to flex, walk around like you got a goddamn spine, your ass is a target. If you are a black man and you love God, you love your children, you go hard in the paint, whether it's legal or illegal, you're doing it for a righteous cause, your ass is a target. If you are inspiring others, not just black folks, inspiring other men to get off their ass and make something happen, you are a target. If you are a heterosexual black man, you a target. If you're a black man trying to shake things up, trying to make a change, oh my God, your ass up out of there. Don't believe me? Look what happened to Shedeur Sanders. Now, I'm going to be on those of you that have watched Shedeur since Jackson State. I want y'all opinion that have watched most of his games. Based off the highlights, this nigga is raw. Based off, I did my research and I saw all of this nigga's accolades. When they got to Colorado, they were 1-10 or 1-11, right? When Travis Hunter and Shedeur, when them niggas got over there in Colorado, them goddamn mountains, they turned it around. They turned it around. It is not an opinion. It is not a conspiracy. It is not a theory. It is not an assumption. These two young black men turned that white school around. They were losing. Colorado State was losing until Shedeur and Travis Hunter showed up. And not only they showed up, they showed out. Tell me how Shedeur goes to two different schools and they turn the program around. So when Shedeur, this is my take, Shedeur and his father, Deion Sanders, not just them two, but the energy that they bring, they are game changers. Deion Sanders has always been a game changer. This is before my time. I wasn't even born yet when the nigga started playing. But based off the highlights, based off what everybody says about Deion, they say he's one of the greatest players, the top 3 players of all time. Him, Tom Brady, and LT, Lawrence Taylor. Deion Sanders is known for turning a losing team into a winning team. So I didn't see nothing wrong with what Shedeur Sanders had to say to them sorry-ass NFL teams. Cleveland suck. So Shedeur is used to going to suck-ass teams, bum-ass teams, and turning it around with his talent and his mentality and his mission, all aided with the foundation laid out by his father, right? His father has ingrained in his mind, even if you go to a good team, it's all about being. They got mad because Shedeur said he's legendary. That's a legendary thing to go to Jackson State, a losing program, and turn that mofo around. The only reason why Deion Sanders left is because them niggas in Mississippi kept robbing him. That is the only reason why Deion Sanders left. They kept stealing. They broke into his car. Deion Sanders was hobbling around with his 7 toes. He can't catch nobody no more. The nigga only got 7 toes now. He got 3 toes amputated. Robbed the dude. Robbed Deion Sanders. The administration was taking money from the ticket sales. And then they broke into Deion Sanders' car. Don't believe me? Go look it up. That's the only reason why they left. They did phenomenal things out there in Jackson State. And then they do it again in Colorado State. Now you sit there and tell me you take 2 sorry ass teams and you make them supreme. Do you understand what happens when you turn a failing team, a losing team, to a winning team? You talk about magazines. You're talking about streams. You're talking about getting other people's names. Now people looking at your team, not only Shedeur and Travis. Well, who's the lineman? Well, who's the linebacker? Because it takes 22 solid people to win a football game. So now, of course, they're going to look at Shedeur and look at Travis Hunter. They're going to look at the head coach, Deion Sanders. And now eyeballs are being put on the whole team. Well, goddamn. Shedeur plays offense. Now revenue is going up. Now those goddamn Colorado State seats are being filled because of Deion Sanders, and he raising his offsprings. They both went to the NFL. Shout out to Deion Sanders for putting foot in his son's ass and being a relevant father. This is what it's all about. If I'm an NFL team, I'm like, damn, I'm looking at Deion Sanders and Shedeur. Let's focus on Shedeur. I'm looking at Shedeur's track record. He has a track record of taking sorry teams. The time move to the south. The time move to the south. You take him out in front of his. You take him out in front of his family. You take him out in his friend. Hands down in front of everybody, right? Pull his pants down in front of everybody, right? Pull his pants down in front of everybody, and they start raping him in front of everybody. Start beating on him and raping him. He gets to the line. The other bucks, all the niggas that want to get out of the line, that's what's gonna happen to you. We're gonna pull your pants down and rape you in front of all of the plantation. All the plantation gonna watch how we of the plantation. All the plantation gonna watch how we get down. White folks are some sick people. Some of them white folks are some sick people. They are some sick people out there. Want to pull this Shedeur. They want to pull Shedeur pants down, and they want to publicly rape the man. No homo. Not in a literal form, in a metaphorical term, as far as endorsement, as far as taking his money. That's what rape is. When you're taking something from somebody who doesn't want something taken from them. Trying to take his hood. Trying to take his confidence. People are just fascinated with making black men weak. They fascinated with making black men like act like if Shedeur was like, hey, anybody that wants to draft me, I'm willing to follow the rules. Then goddamn Shedeur Sanders got all kind of praise, and because he's a good old boy, right? He's with the program. He's gonna be a good little robot. He's gonna be a good little bot that can't think for himself. That's what they want. They want you not to think for yourself. Just make them a whole bunch of money, and when they done with you, they're gonna spit your black ass out, or spit your white ass out. Talk about the white players, or spit your Mexican ass out, or spit your Polynesian ass out. They got shout out Tua out there in Miami handling his business. He got a lot of injuries. You got to stop with them goddamn injuries. Tua Valoga got to stop with that goddamn injury. You getting injured too goddamn much. You too goddamn young. All them youngsters out there just trying to find their way. They want nice cars. They want... You You don't get these type of things without confidence. This is biblical. Go read the Bible and you sit there and tell me where God is pleased with a man or woman, being fearful of anything in this world. We're being fearful of starting a new career, being fearful of going to jail, being fearful of letting go of bad habits. Where in the Bible God is pleased with his children being fearful? Where in the Bible we're not supposed to have confidence? We are supposed to be humble, but at times, right? Where in the Bible we're not supposed to have faith in ourselves and faith in God? Where? See, that's how you get the full understanding about how to live life. That's how you live life. Not being fearful. That's how you live life. Having faith in God. You don't, especially as I'm not just talking about the men, because how we approach the world. Now, I guess men and women are different. Everything, they want the women to work hard just as hard as men. But for the men, at the end of the day, you have to take care of your goddamn family because your woman won't respect you. Every man knows that. F that equal BS. I don't mind my woman making some goddamn money because there'll come a time I may get sick. That's why I want my woman to work. I don't need her money. What I need her to do to stack her money up for these hard times. And I'm going to stack my money. There's no reason why we should be failing. You get 4 checks. Or if you get paid weekly. If you get paid bi-weekly, you get 2 big checks a month. If you get paid bi-weekly, you're going to give me one of your checks. And I'm going to invest that money. And we're going to keep this. And everything else is yours. I pay all the bills. I just ask for one of your checks. And I'm going to flip that. Everybody mad at Shedeur because he said if you niggas is losing and you ain't serious about winning, don't call me. That's what the nigga Shedeur said. Shout out to Shedeur Sanders. I think he's only, what, 22? 23? Young nigga. Young man. If you niggas don't want to win, don't call me. If you niggas don't want to win, don't. That's the message. So I bet if he was white, I bet if he was a black man, he act all feminine and sissy like. Because white men are fascinated with raping black people. I don't know what it is since slavery days. They just fascinated. Because I thought the white man just wanted the black females, but now as I'm doing my history, I'm looking at the white thing in the prisons. They allow so much rape. They get off on that shit. You got a whole bunch of men locked up, and then in California, you can't even have nudie magazines. They want you to be gay. This is their whole thing. This system is ran by Satan. NFL in there too. The white elitists are fascinated with black men's ass. Whether they watching other black men go up in other men's ass in prison, on the streets, or if them themselves are going up in black men's ass. They are fascinated with the black man's ass. And the only way to get to a black man's ass is to buck break. It's to break him down and act like a sissy. Because ain't no real nigga gonna have another nigga behind him. Ain't no real nigga gonna have no white boy behind him. You understand what I'm saying? And so because Shedeur is a man that don't take nothing, because Shedeur is coming out swinging, because Shedeur walk around like he got a pair of nuts, it bothers them because they can't grab on his ass now. They can't slap him around like a hoe. Can't slap him around like a $2 hoe on Harry Hines. Shout out Harry Hines. Out here in mother effing Dallas, the biggest hoe stroll in the DFW ever so long. Boulevard, a lot of clubs, a lot of hoes. That's what they want. They want to be able to slap Shedeur around like a $2 hoe on Harry Hines. This man said he's serious about winning, and they took offense to that. Shedeur Sanders said he is serious about it. He took offense to that. Bug breaking culture is alive, y'all. That's why they try to get all our young kings in jail. That's why they want all our kings in these booty houses. You get our young boys surrounded by pedophiles, rapists, murderers. They haven't seen a woman in years. The younger, the better. That's why a lot of them, especially in the South, they putting all these youngsters, or I guess in the West Coast too. He's 16 years old and he get thrown in a cell with a man that's 40, 36. Hell, 45. And the guards know this dude is a known booty bandit, right? That's what's going back to what I was saying earlier. They get off on this shit. These white folks get off on that. Now, why would you throw a 16-year-old boy in a cell with a 35, somebody that's old enough to be his daddy, right? Why would you throw him in a cell knowing what the outcome potentially is going to be? That 35-year-old man looking at that 16-year-old boy like lunch meat, you know that. They get off on this stuff. They get off on seeing youngsters, young black males going up in their children get turned out. White elitists love to emasculate black men. They get turned on by this stuff, man. They get turned on by this. And they want to talk about, oh, because he wasn't talented enough. Nigga, watch the tape. Look at the goddamn numbers. If you are a black man and you have some type of substance, you're not part of the agenda. Even against other black men, there's a lot of black men who act like apes. If you're not an ape, you a target. Ape in regards of, just because you don't act like an ape doesn't mean you soft. That's what I mean. Shedeur Sanders is sophisticated, right? He's calculated because his daddy is calculated. Most black men, especially in the hood, all they want to do, all they know how to do is kill and fight. They don't know how to use their goddamn brain. If you are a black man with confidence and you are willing to use your brain, whether it's in the engineering, whether it's as a doctor, whether it's as a professional athlete, whatever you're trying to do in life, you are a problem because you're not fitting the agenda. The agenda is to get your nigga ass in the booty house so the white man can watch you get raped. Oh yeah, they love seeing children get turned out, grown men getting turned out. This is a sick culture we live in. They are actually offended. Let's take the race out of it for a little bit. Just a man. Why are you offended that a man saying he wants to win and he has confidence? It's an absolute disgrace. I'm actually embarrassed to be called an American right now. I'm actually embarrassed. Not for once, I'm gonna have to shout out my black folks. I'm glad that black folks are waking up. Let's keep our children out of prison. Can we please stop feeding our children to the beast? There's nothing but homosexuals in there. I've never been, but I heard enough stories. I've heard enough stories not to get my black ass up in there. If I have to go, I'll go, and I'm gonna handle it how I'm gonna handle it accordingly, right? You got some sick people. They know what goes on in prison. They keep it going. They if Shedeur Sanders like, hi, I'm Deion Sanders' daughter. Son. I'm ready to play for the NFL. Oh my God, they would give him all kind of praise. Oh, Shedeur embraces the LGBTQ. He's just so friendly, and Shedeur Sanders, he's just so nice. What an absolute mess. An absolute mess. I don't know what these recruiters saw, but it's absolutely, we all know that a message was sent to the Sanders family. We all know that the message has been sent to the Sanders family because they hated Deion Sanders because he was flashy, he was arrogant, but he backed it up. This hate just didn't start with Shedeur Sanders. It started with his daddy, Deion, because he's a confident, flashy, handsome, sophisticated black male who ain't taking no shit. Y'all flood my comments. What do y'all think about all of this? Shedeur Sanders was whiteballed. It is absolutely crazy. But y'all let me know. Those of you who have been rocking with me since day one, I appreciate y'all. Those of you who just found the channel, I appreciate y'all too. Let's get these subs up. Let's get these likes up. Let's get comment whether you like the video, don't like it. Just let me know. We have to get these engagements up. I have to show the algorithm that you guys actually like the video. But first off, my videos actually got to reach y'all. My impressions are low. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to fix that too. But we got to grow because they got to know. 250 capital G, Michael T. Porter, here. I'm gone.